Everyone, today it's a cubing video and today I'm going to show you all the cube patterns I know, and they're so cool, and I'll be putting the number on the description how many cube patterns I've taught, and I'll be putting the name of the cube patterns down below in the description. And subscribe to my channel and like the channel and ring the notification so that you won't miss an upload. I've uploaded a lot of videos and I will be uploading more a lot of videos. So let's go on my view. Okay everyone, so this is the cube patterns as you can see. So I'm going to say 4 kinds of cube patterns. One is semi-cube patterns. This is a super flip pattern but half super flipped, and the other half also super flipped but the middle layer not super flipped. And this is the cube in a cube pattern, which is an ordinary cube pattern. That's the second term, and the third term is combos, like combinations of 2 patterns such as the checkerboard and the center flip together. And my designed patterns. I designed some of the patterns like these. I call it the daisy pattern. I've designed just a few of them, and I'll be telling all of these 4 kinds of things. Cube patterns. Okay, now let's go into it. Okay, so the first pattern on this cube is the center flip pattern. It swaps this piece to here and this piece to here and this piece to here. The algorithm goes like this. We do this. Then we take like this, then we undo the first move, then we undo the second move. So we have got this swap to here and this swap to here and this swap to here. That's what happened in this pattern. And how to undo this? Just keep doing that again and again until you solve them. I do it in another way, but you can just keep doing that, which I recommend you doing. Okay, so the second pattern is the I would say my pattern, the daisy pattern, which I call it. Looks like this. It is a mixture of center flip pattern and checkerboard pattern. I could also put it in combo combination, but what I thought was it was not there on any tutorials on YouTube or on any channel. What I did this center flip pattern, which I did just now. Then I did the checkerboard, which is M2, S2 and E2. That's the algorithm for it, and it looks just like this. And that was our second pattern. And on to our third pattern, the checkerboard pattern. The algorithm goes M2, S2 and E2. It's cool pattern, but it's a famous pattern. Most of you know center flip and checkerboard pattern, and it's a famous pattern. And let's go to the second one, which is the snake pattern. Also, the first thing we get is the 3-dotted pattern, but we turn it into snake pattern. The algorithm goes R, L, U, D, R, L, U, D, R, L, U, and D. That'll leave you to 3 dotted lines on the top faces. I was holding like this, so it happens on this. Then I do E2 moves to make it the snake pattern, as you see. It's cool, right? So that's how to undo it, is just do U2, D2, then undo the moves you did on the bottom face. And the problem is sometimes you might get a cross if you didn't do it. Last time I kept it like this. If you kept it like this, then you might get a cross. Then what you do is E2, M2, U2, M2, U2 to solve that. But on this you will get like this edge thing, which I will be ongoing on that pattern. M2, U2, M2, U2 would solve that. And on to our next pattern, which is the 4 center flip pattern. Last time we did the 6 center flip pattern, which did to all of them. And now we are going to learn 4 center flip pattern. We just do it to only a few of them, which is something kind of like this. It swaps, the green is the opposite of blue, so it swaps like that. And this one also. And the algorithm goes M prime U2, 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 which means 6 times M prime U2. For those who know Rogue's method, their LSC used this algorithm for if they get like this thing, they do it 5 times, and if they get like this thing, they do it 4 times, and if they get this, they do it 6 times. That's the algorithm for this. Then our next pattern goes to center flip pattern. You may wonder that only 2 of them has gone. Like last time we did 6, then 4, then how is 2 possible? Well, the problem is there will be a line on both sides except the 2 will be done. So the algorithm goes U2, M2, U2 to make it and solve it. Okay, now, and our next pattern goes the Daisy pattern, which I have already said, so we are cancelling that next pattern because we have already said that. Then goes our super flip pattern. This is not the semi as shown in this one, but it's the full version of that. So the algorithm goes M prime, U prime, M prime, U prime, M prime, U prime, M prime, U prime, which is M prime, U prime into 4. Then you turn to this face, then do Z move, which is to turn it like that. Like if I was like this, I would be turning it like this. Then I do it 4 times again. So then also I do that again, turn, then 4 times. So that gives you the super flip pattern, which flips this edge across. See that? They both should swap. This should be flipped, and the corners all are solved. So that's the algorithm how to do that, and the solve is just like that. Just do it again, and it will be solved. That's how to do that. And I'm really good at that pattern. That's how I found this pattern. The semi pattern. So let's go on to next pattern, which is the half flip pattern, which is the same pattern. So how do we do it? It's easy. First, what do you do is M prime, U2, M prime, U2, then M, U2, M, U2, which will give you kind of this pattern. Then you do M prime, U2, M prime, U2, M, U2, U2, M2 I mean, then U2, then M prime, which will solve it. But rather, this is for a practice to get to this, and the algorithm for this one goes right here. M prime, U prime into 4, which is what we did last time. Then you do U2, D or D prime move, then again M prime, U prime into 4, then D move or D prime move, opposite of what you did. That makes you get into this. You know what M prime, U prime into 4 does? You will see right now. It swaps these 2 and these 2 as well as flip them. So if I do that again, that will solve these both, which I already flipped, and these both, which I already flipped. Then if I do it, that solves like this. These 2 and these 2. So I should do a D move and do the rest so that it solves the whole of the cube. So after that, our next pattern goes to the 4 lines pattern. Lines pattern can be formed easily with double center flip pattern, which gives you line. Then you turn the face and do double finger pick pattern, so that just swaps these 2 again and makes 2 lines while unswapping these 2, because while you do that, that swaps the M2 move without moving these 2 and these 2, and when you do this and do it, it undoes what these 2 and these 2 didn't move. That means the sender will go opposite again. That way it's what will give you the line. You have 2 ways of doing it. I mean 3 ways. And one is by making that lines go away like that, but you'll get a 2-sided center flip pattern. So what you do for 2-sided center flip pattern is this algorithm: R2, U2, L2, D2, R2, U2, L2, D2, R2, U2, and L2 and D2. So that's how we solve it. Another way of that is you can just solve the line itself by doing U2, M2, U2, Z, which is turning like this, then U2, M2, U2, which will solve that whole thing. So, and the other thing which I told is going same to the center flip pattern. Like after you go to this, you do R2, U2, R2, U2, R2, U2, then turn Z2, then R2, U2, R2, U2, R2, U2. You know what R2, U2, R2, U2, R2, U2 does? Let's see. R2, U2, R2, U2, R2, U2. It swapped these two pairs with these two pairs, which is kind of cool pattern, but I'm not adding it to our list. I call it the monster pattern. But we don't need that in our list. So let's go to our next pattern, which is the two-sided checkerboard pattern, which I've already took. R2, U2, R2, U2, R2, U2, Z2, R2, U2, R2, U2, R2, U2, or R2, U2, L2, D2 into 3. You can do any of them. I mean 4. So that's the pattern, and you can even solve it like this way after getting the line. Then our next pattern is the I will go next to mixed patterns. So the first mixed pattern I choose is the daisy pattern, but I'm moving it away because I added it in my own pattern. So another mixed pattern is checkerboard. Done. Then M2 U2, which slaps 4 cinders. Wait, I did it more. Okay, now this is how it looks like. It's kind of beautiful. You can just solve that like that, then this like that. So you can make up your own combos which looks beautiful, and tell me in the comments which combos you have made and which do you think are good. Just send a picture or upload a video on patterns like these, patterns which are made, and just send me a link to that video, and I will be surely liking it and appreciating you, and I'll be selecting one of you commenters and giving a giveaway of a Rubik's Cube, which is this. It is from Toy Shine. As you can see, I'm giving away this cube, and only one of my commenters get it, and only lucky commenters get it. So there are more of them, and you can just find out some and tell me in the comments, so that I'll be appreciating you as well as you will deserve your thing. Okay, I'm just solving this in another way. Okay. And for those who are new to my channel, just subscribe and watch all my old videos and uploading videos by ringing the notification bell. And you can like to this video if you're already making a new video, or if you're a YouTuber, I'll surely subscribe to your channel. Just tell me the link down below, as you're my few of the watchers. I'm really sad about the subscribers. I only have less subscribers. And let's continue with the patterns. Now we have cube and cubes pattern. One is a cube and a cube, and one is a cube and a cube and a cube. Now let's go to cube and a cube and a cube pattern. First, I think cube and a cube is better for you guys because you will understand and more better, and this is the most understandable cube, so I'm using it. The algorithm for the cube and a cube is going to go right here, and to the cube and a cube algorithm, it's just a cube and a cube. That means it just put this Petrus part. Okay, the algorithm goes F L F U prime R U F2 L2 U prime L prime B D prime B prime L2 U, which gives you a cube and a cube pattern. It's really cool pattern on this kind of cube, and it's really bad at this cube because that will look gross. And in this kind of cubes, it looks real, and it's a 2x2 inside a 3x3 cube. And let's go to the cube and a cube and a cube pattern. And this is a cube and a cube. And how to solve it is do that algorithm again. And that gave me a cube and a cube again. I'm sorry. You should do it correctly so that you won't miss a part. So you do it again, and in the opposite side as well it occurs. So see, you should do it correct. I think I made a mistake on this time that led me to this again. So let's do the rest in this cube. Okay, this was the daisy pattern which I kept on this. Okay, now the cube and a cube and a cube, which is the same thing. The 3x3, the 1x1 cube and a 2x2, then 2x2 and a 3x3 cube, which it does is flaps this and twists this. So I think twisting one corner is literally impossible because it twists two corners here and here with this pattern. So that's how it looks like. And let's go on this cube, the cube and a cube and a cube, which is this pattern. So the algorithm for cube and a cube and a cube goes like this. The algorithm is, I will be saying the algorithm right now. I've written in I forms. I usually call U prime, R prime things, but I've written and learned in I form, which is like UILIRIDI. So I'll be telling in I form. I means prime, okay? Understand that. Means anti-clockwise for those who don't know. So let's do it. The algorithm goes UILIUIFI, then R2, DI, R, F, U, B2, U, B, I, L, U prime, UI, F, U, R, F, I. So this is what it reaches us to. School pattern, as you see, cube in a cube pattern. I've also seen a YouTuber who only puts cube and a cube patterns upon as his profile and things and stuff. All his cubes in a cube and a cube pattern. Well, this is a cube tower, I call it. So that's for today's video, and like to my channel and like my video and subscribe to my channel and do everything as you can so that I'll get more analytics in my channel, ATAPD. So subscribe to my channel. I just have a few subscribers, so subscribe and update my subscribing link. Like,